In tonight's Saturday Spotlight, school starts back up in Hillsborough County after the weekend winter break, that is, and many of those students are going to have a little bit of help when they head back to class. Last summer, the Hillsborough County Transportation Department held a Stuff the Bus event, collecting school supplies for students to get started on the right foot. They gave out a lot of book bags, papers, pencils, the whole 9 yards, but they also held some of that back to distribute for the second half of the school year. And joining me now is James Beekman. He's the head of Hillsborough County Schools Transportation Department to talk about the second half of Stuff the Bus. So tell me a little bit about this campaign and how it came about.
Well, we started actually 2 years ago. We held our first back to school fair with transportation. We targeted the area kind of where we're housed out in East Tampa area. And this year we expanded. We participated in Titus O'Neill's big back to school event, which was a huge success. And but at the same time, we were still getting donations and collections of school supplies. So staff got together, thought about it, and said, you know, January we give everything out at the beginning of the school year. So we continued to collect and said, after the break, we have a lot of folks who move in. We have a lot of changes in people's incomes and their households. So let's try to target some of those students after the Christmas break. So that's what we did. So
before Christmas break, I know you guys spent a lot of time sorting through some of those items. We have some video to show of that just a couple of weeks ago when you guys were going through a lot of the items that you had already brought into the district. So what kinds of stuff are you collecting for these young people, and you know, how far will this go for them?
Well, you know, it's typical back to school supplies. I mean, pens, pencils, notebooks, paper, and book bags. We had corporate sponsors. We had Walmart who helped us. We had Bill Curry Ford. We had Tampa General Hospital. We stuffed over 500 book bags, again, for students. A lot of those were performed by students earning community service for their hours. Absolutely. They were students in there working for their Bright Future Scholarship. They have to have so many community hours. Right. So they came in and staff organized them. They stuffed the book bags. And then on top of that, we still have a ton of other supplies. So we're going to create some resource for some of our at-risk schools for teachers to have supplies to supply for those kids who may not need the full book bag, but it is classroom supplies. So the second half of the year, we can hit the floor running.
Again, why is it important to do this? I mean, it's almost like when you give out stuff for meals for people during the holidays and people forget the rest of the year, people have to eat as well.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And you know, Hillsborough has done a great job in making sure our students are successful. You look at our graduation rates are on the rise again. And it takes a village to raise these students. And the neat part about working in transportation with our drivers and our attendants and our mechanics and all the office staff that work there, they've become real stakeholders in the community, and they want to see these students succeed, and they're doing whatever they can to make sure they succeed.
That's wonderful. So when will they get these supplies?
We're going to start rolling them out in January. We've already contacted some of our area superintendents, and we're identifying some of those at-risk schools that really just need that extra economic boost, and so we'll move those supplies out to them in a coordinated effort, and then get them to also some of the teachers in those schools as well.
And when it's done, it starts all over again, right?
Starts all over. It never stops.
All right, sir. Thank you. Appreciate you being here this afternoon.
All right.
Thank you.